Hi Pisces, thank you for coming to my channel, Soul Light Hypnotherapy. And I have for you today a love reading for the month of January 2017. So I pre-shuffled your cards, Pisces, and I don't read reversals, but during the pre-shuffle, the first card that fell out in the reverse, so I'm going to go ahead and read it in the reverse. And it's the Knight of Pentacles. The second card that came out was the Princess of Swords, or the Page of Swords, as known in the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck. And the final card that came out was the Ace of Pentacles. And I am using the Wheel of the Year tarot deck, which I think has some amazing depictions that convey a lot of the meanings to me. I don't even have to look it up. So it's a great deck. I highly recommend it. So the first card that came out was the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles represents an earth energy, possibly an earth sign individual, sun, moon, or rising. And that would be a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus type of energy. This is someone who's down to earth and very reliable. You can count on them to do their very best at whatever task that they have in front of them, or in whatever relationship they're in. They're going to give it their all. And this person may work in some sort of service. This person in this particular reading may work in some sort of service-oriented profession, assistant of some kind, or an apprentice type job. Alright, so that's the upright meaning of the Knight of Pentacles. Now the reverse meaning of the Knight of Pentacles just means that, yes, this person is down to earth, this person is reliable, this person I can count on, this person to always be there. And, oh my God, that is so freaking boring. You don't know why, but you find this relationship or this person to be so boring. Or there's something about the relationship that's just not exciting you. Maybe the Page of Swords is asking you, have you communicated this to your partner? And if you do communicate this to your partner, Tarot is saying they're not going to like hearing that. They can't understand why you feel that way. Because they've been on your side, they've been available, they've been dependable. There's a part of them that feels as if you've needed that maybe others haven't been as dependable in the past, and so he gave you what you require, he or she has given you what you required. That's not enough. So that's how they're going to feel if you do communicate to them how you feel. That's how they're going to feel about it. Or maybe you have trouble communicating this, how you feel, to your partner, that you're bored, or that it lacks something, that something's missing for you. But you have difficulty articulating this. Maybe you think they should know already. Maybe you think they should already understand that. Maybe that's part of the problem, that you shouldn't have to communicate it. They should know if they were the right person for you. Wouldn't they already know? And if they knew, if they got you like that, then maybe you wouldn't feel so disconnected. Because you got your back turned to your partner, but your partner's turned to you. But your back is turned to your partner. You feel disconnected. You're looking away from your partner. You're looking to other things. What are you looking at, Pisces? What's out there? Something more exciting, maybe. Not so steady and true. Not so boring. Something that's more active, takes more of an interest in you. Maybe someone who shows more of an interest in you need. Maybe you don't feel your partner shows you enough interest. And there is some sort of maybe a little bit of a twisted, I don't want to be too harsh, but maybe a little twisted element here. Because in some way, Pisces, you believe that people have to show you outwardly, in outward ways, in material ways, that they think you're special, they think you're the one, they think you're important, they think you're worthy. Maybe you need more of a material outward expression of love, or you feel like love is expressed in material ways, and you're not getting that from your partner. Maybe you're looking away from this relationship because you just perceive or feel that there's something better out there for you, and that you shouldn't settle on reliable and boring. But should you risk this safe relationship, this partnership, this union, this potential that you really feel is not going anywhere? So should you risk the safe? Because you don't have the promising. It's just something you see far off, a potential. You know, it's not in your life. It's not like, I don't see necessarily well, let me take that back. There might be a past an ex-lover, an ex-husband, an old friend, or someone who might come back from your past who is edgier, flashier, who might take an interest or want to get back together with you. That might be why you're looking away from your current partner. Or if you're not involved, maybe you have two potentials, and one is an old lover that's returned, who seems like they're attractive, they have attractive qualities, things you find attractive, but those may be more superficial things, while the one who's deeper and more staid and steady, but not as attractive, is also an option. And they're both taking an interest in you. You're definitely looking towards a more attractive option. Maybe this staid and steady, true person, maybe he doesn't have an appearance that appeals to you. Maybe he's not flashy enough for you, edgy enough looking for you. Something on a superficial level of looks, they're not doing it for you. Okay? So you want to find something more attractive. Something more glittery and shiny. You see in the Ace of Pentacles cards, he's got something. The Knight of Pentacles, he's got his gold, he's got a large gold coin, so he's got money. He's got some status. But Ace of Pentacles got a big old coin, bigger than Knight of Pentacles. And all these little coins all around on the ground, just falling to the ground to be picked up. They're almost as big as the Knight of Pentacles. And they got, look at all these other little coins that are around the wreath. I mean, Ace of Pentacles is definitely, offering some serious coin. Sorry. I couldn't help it. But it just seems to you that maybe even anything would be more attractive than what you have. More exciting than what you currently have. But exciting and attractive, money's pretty transitory. It's always constantly moving and changing hands. It's a currency, it's a flow, right? So maybe glittery and shiny doesn't stay put. You can't depend on it. So there are attractive qualities to staid and true and boring. So don't forget that. Now, speaking of money, Pisces, I see your money is improving in the month of January, and you're going to be feeling much more optimistic and hopeful about your future and your financial security. You could get a new job or take on new responsibilities. And with that, I see a financial increase coming into your life, which is wonderful news. But with these new responsibilities is going to come also maybe overwork and a lot of stress. So, and that stress might become a little overwhelming. You might medicate yourself to deal with this stress, or have a you might project these feelings of stress in negative ways, like maybe you'll start spending too much money. Maybe you'll I even see addiction and gambling or drugs or alcohol becoming an issue for you in January. And you need to pay attention to that, perhaps even seek therapeutic help. And because I am a hypnotherapist and the Datori card fell out, which to me always looks like a hypnotherapist doing an arm raising on a client, you might, if you do have these issues in January, seeking the help of a hypnotherapist could greatly aid you. It's very effective. Okay, so back to your love reading. Where did I leave off? So you're making a choice, or you're deciding on whether or not you want staid and steady, but kind of boring, or if you want to see what else is out there, what other glittery options are out there. Maybe you can find someone that's more attractive to you, is more appealing to you. And again, when I go back to, if you communicate, have a discussion with your partner, and kind of tell them, if you can be truthful and tell them, articulate what you really feel, what you're really feeling, they're going to find that off-putting, because after all, they've given you space. They've shown you a lot of respect, they feel, and they've kept a distance and given you space when you needed it. So They also, your partner, I'm just gonna mention this because I see this in the cards. Your partner fucking can find you to be a little bossy and a little controlling and a little needy. And I think your partner is even a little bit afraid that you might be kind of a gold digger, because you're coming off that way. Because somehow the material aspects in this relationship somehow who's spending money or how much money is being spent is an issue in your relationship with tried and true. That's what I'm going to call them, tried and true. And he's starting to think, well, maybe you're a gold digger. Are you a gold digger, Pisces? Because, like I said earlier in the reading, you may have some sort of something, somehow you have it twisted that one shows love and affection in material ways, and that there's more value it's a deeper love if one shows their love in more material ways, spending more money, buying the most expensive things, that actually represents true love. And that's twisted, Pisces. That's not true love. And I'm also seeing that in the relationship with tried and true, maybe part of the trouble for you that's in your mind regarding this relationship, maybe part of what's bothering you is that you don't feel you communicate deeply enough, that you and your partner don't have deep enough talks or a deep enough understanding of one another. There's not a deep enough relating between the two of you. So maybe you should look deeper into your partner. So that's some advice that's coming through. But your partner is gonna be okay, If you decide that tried and true is gonna be okay, sorry. I keep saying partner but this is a general reading, so they may or may not be in your life. It could just be an option, someone who wants to date you. The tried and true option will be okay if you don't choose them. Okay, they're going to be sad about it, but they see some flaws in your character. Again, like they think you're a little bossy and they think you're a little needy, and that something about money bothers them with you. Maybe they think you're a gold digger, or maybe you want them to spend their money all the time, and that's off-putting to tried and true. But tried and true does care for you, and they want you to be happy. So they're going to be okay if you decide to move on, or they're going to behave like they're okay with it. They might even wait around quietly and secretly for you to come back, because they think you're crazy. They think that they're a good match for you, and that you would be crazy to let that go. Are you being too controlling, Pisces? Are you being too bossy and too pushy in this relationship? maybe you should look at some patterns that you've developed. And how you relate to men. Again, I can only give advice. It's up to you to take it. But I think, Pisces, the tendency is to want to have fun right now. Maybe 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 you should see what is out there, and hopefully if you come to realize that all that glitters is not gold, that tried and true may still be waiting for you. The potential is there, but it's no guarantee. So let me throw an oracle card to sum up and close this reading for you, Pisces, for love and romance for the month of January 2017. Oracle, what advice and counsel do you have for Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising regarding love and romance during the month of January 2017? And I used the Wisdom of the Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed. And the card that came out is called Why. And it's a picture of like a shaman type of angel. And he's got a book of why with angel wings that he's trying to capture. And why usually stands for our motivation for things. So maybe that is something that, well, let me just read the card, okay? Why? Why, the essential meaning for why is motives, driving intention, the power of knowing why. Oracle's message for you today is that there is a great power in understanding your motives right now. The Oracle asks you to be very clear about why you're asking this question, looking for this answer. Why are you behaving the way you're behaving? And most importantly, why are you making the decisions that you're making? Knowing your why is the key to fulfillment. So when you're clear about it, your intention will then be a magnet for miracles. The motives define the nature of your experience. And when you think about something, you feel it and then act on it. This invisible why is the life force energy within the seed, which brings it to life and holds the potential for growth. And the relationship message of this card is, we don't always know why we're engaged in our relationships in the way that we do, mostly because our feelings aren't always logical. So now is the time to recognize whether we are being triggered by someone else, or if our behavior is motivated by unresolved issues in our past. Remember I mentioned the twisted thinking that showing love has to be done in a material way? Okay, so going on. When you ask yourself, why am I feeling like this? Or why did I say that? And spend some time in introspection, the answers may be surprising to you. So listen to the messages that you get from your intuition and from the deep knowing within. What does it tell you about yourself and about others? And in the end, life isn't all about being loved. In the end, life is all about being loved. That's right. That sounded right. In the end, life is all about being loved. Who loves you? Who supports you? Who truly loves you? Who's truly there for you? That's what life is about. Miracles and a deep understanding of your needs and how to get them met are the buried treasures of why. If you can uncover them, you can uncover them by posing the most powerful question that you can ask yourself and your partner today. Why? So, I'll leave you with that, Pisces. What are your motivations? What truly are you seeking in a relationship? And what's truly going to deliver to you what it is that you need? Is it really love, or is it security, financial security? So what are your motivations? Because that's coloring a different picture than a one I think that you believe to be traditional picture of what love is. And if you're honest with yourself, then maybe you can bring forth or attract more appropriate partners to you if you know your why. Okay, that's it for January 2017 love for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If none of this resonated with you, please look at your Moon or Rising sign videos, and I will see you in February. Thanks. Bye, Pisces.